Low-rise jeans, flip phones, frosted lip gloss. If you thought these horrors were locked in the early 2000s, bad news. Y2K is back. TikTok has officially resurrected the era of MySpace angles and awkward MSN Messenger statuses. But here's the kicker. This isn't new. Fashion and tech trends are like zombies. They don't die, they just crawl out of the closet every 20 years wearing different lip gloss. And the funniest part? History has always been this way. The Romans, the Victorians, even medieval knights, they all had their own Y2K moments. So what's happening right now? TikTok is obsessed with Y2K aesthetics, juicy couture tracksuits, butterfly clips, low-rise jeans, bedazzled everything, and tech so tiny it looked like Fisher-Price toys. Flip phones, iPods, even those tiny digital cameras with the worst flash in history. It's all back. But here's the fun part. This cycle isn't new. In the 1800s, Victorians romanticized medieval fashion. They literally built fake castles and wore gowns that looked like Renaissance cosplay. In the 1960s, people looked back just 40 years and revived the Roaring '20s with flapper-style dresses and jazz-age vibes. Then in the 2000s, we recycled the 80s. Neon, leg warmers, and hair so big it had its own gravitational pull. And now in 2025, we're recycling the 2000s, which means humanity has officially run out of decades to steal from. Let's talk fashion first. Romans basically invented juicy couture. They lounged around bathhouses in matching toga and sandal combos. Imagine Caesar rocking a pink velour tracksuit saying, "Et tu, brute," embroidered across the back. Medieval knights? Forget Dolce & Gabbana. They had chainmail, which was just metallic mesh fashion, basically Gucci for battle. Tell me a knight's bedazzled helmet doesn't scream early 2000s red carpet. And the Renaissance? Puffy sleeves so massive they could double as car airbags. Imagine walking into Starbucks in 1520. You'd knock over 3 people just trying to order a cappuccino. History proves one thing. Every era thinks it's original, but really, everyone's just remixing the same closet. And it wasn't just fashion. Let's talk tech. Flip phones? Medieval knights had shields that flipped open exactly the same way. Imagine a knight in 1340 yelling, "Hold on, I've got a call," and then dramatically snapping his shield closed. That's Nokia energy right there. Romans had their own iPads, wax tablets. Sure, you couldn't play Snake on them, but you could doodle, erase, and pass notes in class. The Renaissance had pocket sundials. Imagine trying to text with a literal sun clock. Meet me at 5, or maybe 7, depending on the clouds. Point is, tiny tech isn't new. Humans have always loved inventing gadgets that make life slightly easier, or just slightly sillier. So why do we keep doing this? Psychologists call it the nostalgia cycle. Basically, every 20 years, people in their 20s and 30s start reviving what was cool when they were kids. It's comforting, it's stylish, and it's kind of hilarious. That's why the Victorians were obsessed with the medieval past, why the 1960s revived the flappers, why the 2000s revived the 80s, and why now, in 2025, we're reviving Paris Hilton's bedazzled flip phone. And guess what? In 2045, get ready for the Euphoria Core revival. Kids are going to dress up in rhinestone crop tops and call it vintage. Yes, low-rise jeans will haunt us forever. Humanity can escape wars, plagues, and even taxes, but not the return of visible thongs. The funniest part? Every generation thinks their nostalgia is unique. Romans revived Greek looks, Victorians revived medieval cosplay, we revived neon 80s tracksuits, and now Gen Z is reviving the 2000s fashion, which means your butterfly clip isn't new, it's ancient history with lip gloss. History doesn't repeat itself, it rebrands. If the past had TikTok, Julius Caesar would have gone viral for a toga haul. Knights would have been influencers, dropping shield flip tutorials. And Marie Antoinette 100% would have had a baking channel. So the next time you see someone proudly rocking frosted tips or carrying a flip phone, remember, you're not looking at a new trend, you're looking at a hand-me-down from history's closet. Y2K is back, but really, it never left. From butterfly clips to bathhouse couture, from flip phones to wax tablets, humans have always been recycling the same trends century after century. Want more hilarious proof that everything you think is new is actually ancient? Hit that subscribe button and let's keep laughing at history together. Because fashion fades, memes age, but comedy never goes out of style.